Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of Saving Grandad's Farm. My name is Alex, and it's been a while since we've been in touch with you last, but we've got lots to catch up with. We have been busy. Haven't restocked those bales because they nearly fell in the combine. That was another story. So we're going to have a bit of a walk through the yard, show you what we've been doing. There's a big development on the other side of the orchard field that we need to have a look at. Show you what's going on with that one. And before we get any further into it, we did a little bit of shoveling around here as well. So now we've got this barn which is open, so we can stack some more straw bales in. These are the rest of them that have been tucked away out the corner here, which is nice and neatly done. Trying to get some more hay cut down and in soon. And we should be looking good for it, but we've just got a few things to do. A few things to show you really to kind of bring you up to speed, I think would be the right way of putting it. So let's have a walk through here. Now, this part of the orchard field hasn't changed. This is pretty much as it was. You've seen all this anyway. We've got some more onions and potatoes actually to get rid of, so we need to get onto that one fairly soon. The greenhouses are still thriving. We need to get onto those probably tomorrow morning just to surface them up a bit, make sure everything's looking good. But otherwise, yeah, it's not too bad there at all. But you'll see, my garage disappeared. I introduced it to a bulldozer and we flattened it. I didn't get to record it, unfortunately. But that's what has happened. So we are creating a bit of a road through here. And the plan that I have in my mind at the very least there is there's going to be a gateway here. These hedges are obviously being planted there. They're going to keep growing and shoot up a little bit more. Might even put one in here. And then we're going to make the road kind of loop around probably this way, I imagine. And then we're going to reseed this bit over here. So we can have a full orchard. The potatoes are coming through here quite nicely, but we'll have two options. We can either extend this little patch out to get more and kind of bring that the full width of here. Or we can put something else here. Or my main kind of thought process, to be honest, is to buy more trees, get more fruit trees put in here, just leave them to do their thing. And that might be the way we go. Sheep are looking good. They're all well and happy there. Can't complain about that. As are the hens as well. Stayed nice and healthy. But yeah, we're going to be changing this up. And so that will mean we have like a nice through road that goes all the way around here. And we could loop down to the barn that way there. So that could be pretty cool. Should be nice to have done. This is the last of the kind of the debris from the garage that we need to get hauled away. We'll be doing that when we have some time because the weather's good today. So we ideally want to get out drilling as quickly as possible. But before we do, folks, there's been a big development here. We now have a hole in my hedge. Can you believe it or not? This is something that we did just the other day. And I've been thinking, I've been drawing up some plans. I've been speaking to some authorities and I've been trying my best to get everything in line because we're building a new shed. Now, it's not going to be a tractor shed again. It's not going to be a sheep shed. We are bringing in some pigs, can you believe? And so this is going to be where the pig farm is, really. We're going to use a bit of this field, not all of it. Some of it will just be for pasture land, of course. And it's kind of going to be a bit of an L shape for pasture land. But yeah, we're going to be having a fully fledged pig barn, which is going to be great. We're going to be going into the bacon industry and into the pork business. So I can't wait to do that. We are in the kind of the final stages of planning everything up and sketching everything up with our designers here. It's going to cost quite a bit of money here, so we're going to have to really think about how that's going to happen as well. So I'm waiting to get the final costs through for the build. Fortunately, this land backs onto where the pond field, really. If you went in the far corner there where there's two trees are, if you went through that piece there, you're going to see a whole new kind of, well, that's where you get into where the ponds would be. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a change. It's going to really kind of revamp things a little bit. We're going to go quite big on the pig side of things. We're going to be kind of free range. So we're not going to keep any inside any factory sheds or anything like that. They're going to have the roam of their pasture, really, which is going to be pretty cool. And we're going to bring them in probably where you can see there's this flat bit of land here in the corner is where the yard's going to be situated. And then we'll have this pasture ground out the back there, like I said. We may well keep that as grass. We may well look to grow something else there, which will benefit the pigs directly. I haven't quite decided that much. We'll see how that looks in good time. But I really wanted to show you what that's going to look like because this is going to be a huge step. It's going to be massive. Now, this land wasn't really being used for anything else because you couldn't access it from here. This is just a new gateway that I had a contractor come in and rip down. And then, yeah, we kind of blocked off and out, stop anyone gaining access there who shouldn't. And then we'll see. But I like it. I think it's going to be a great little touch. I think it's going to be the possibilities for are just endless, really, in terms of where we can take this and the size at the moment. That we're still trying to get numbers on how big the shed will be for how many head of pigs we can get in there as well. So that's certainly something that's going to be very interesting to watch moving forward. But apart from that, yeah, so I'm really looking forward to get this little one-way system almost put into place. We'll have to put a nice gate on the front here, get these hedges to grow up nice and tall as well, and it'll really kind of give it a nice little look to it. So let me know what you think about that. Let me know if you think I should add anything else in whilst we're going, because I am very open to offers and suggestions here. But yeah, I think that, you know, I'm really all about this field. This orchard field has been crucial really for the business there in terms of what we're making from it and how that's going, and I really want that to continue. So I think this is the best way to try and maximize all those profits from this shed. Now the baler, we're all finished baling up there. That rice straw's been done, not yet stacked up of course, but I think what we'll do is just move this actually, stick it over in over here out of the yard and stick it into the shed for now. We'll just stick it about there for now, keep it out of the way. Fantastic there. So yeah, and that will be, that baler's done as well. It really has done quite well there. If by the time we get around to the next harvest there, if I can afford to replace that out there, that might be something I'm looking at doing. Going a little bit newer. Obviously we had the demonstration of the McHale. Nice baler, probably not what I would need to be honest there, but it was nice to have a little go of it. We're going to jump in. We've got some land restoration to continue with today, so for that we need to take this scale out, and we're going to have a look and show you what we've been doing so far really. You may remember we took over some new land, we did some mole plowing of it, and that was all good and done. The lime spreading, by the way, has all been finished as well. Look how much lime I've got left. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But yeah, we're going to go and have a bit of a peek. So we'll just head this way. Around the corner we go. Listen to the sound of this thing. It's an absolute beast. Now, like I say, we are putting down some field grass today. I decided that this here field would be better served if we were to plow it over there. And I got a contractor with a big, heavy set of discs to kind of rip through it. And then doing so, it's kind of leveled it all off there, pulled everything through, leveled out the ruts from the mow plowing we did there as well, and it's looking much better for it. So it's been down for a little while. Now is the time for us to go and get stuck into it, and what we'll do is we're going to drill straight into it with this field grass. We'll give it a rollover after that, and then we should be looking good. And I think as well, yeah, that should be the final thing we need to do just to get it away. We won't get a crop off it this year. It's too late in the year for that, but it'll give it a good time to establish, and then we'll get some fertilizer onto it into the winter. And then yeah, from there we'll be away. But it's an awkward shaped field, that's for sure. It's going to be a real pain to try and drill just because of the nature of it. But I think it'll be a good challenge. It will be a good challenge, and hopefully it'll be well. Like I say, that will allow. The reason we're planting field grass is because it has two real benefits really for us for growing it. We can actually harvest the grass seeds, which is always great. They get sold directly to seed manufacturers, and then we can also bale up the straw. We can either tear that out and it becomes like a good quality hay, or we can make haylage from it and sell it as well. So there's a lot of different options there. We'll be looking to do one of those, and as you can see as we're here, it looks like a completely different field now, and now we've got all that trash buried off the top of it, all that long weedy rushy grass as well, which is no good to anyone. That's all been chopped up and buried. It's draining well in the time that we have had rain there as well. Those mold drains, I've checked on them, they're kind of running at this sort of angle straight down towards the body of water, and they seem to be doing a great job. So it's working, that's all we can say, and hopefully that will continue moving forward. What we're going to do though is just jump on in. We'll get this drill unfolded. We need to set up an A-B line of some sort. So because we're drilling grass, not really too concerned about the grass seeds. So we'll just put an A-B point in here. Something about like that. And that should do it. And then we should be able to get going from here. Now we'll just unfold this down. There we go. Should have plenty in here to get us through it all. I'll set up the GPS. We'll make sure we're all looking good there, and then we'll see how it's looking from there. So we'll get this all going, make sure everything's looking good, and we'll get back to you when we're rolling. Well, all right, and I think because of the way the soil's plowed over, we're gonna give it a go with just the tines down to start. Let's see if we need to bring the pack roller in or not. See how that breaks everything up there. But yeah, it should be looking all right. We've got everything set up. Of course, this is going into grass, so we don't really need to worry about putting any tram lines in there at all. What I just need to do is turn on the drill. And we're away, and we'll see. We'll get to the end there. We'll turn it around and we'll see how it's all looking. But time drills on this sort of ground and this sort of task really do a great job there, because it still gets the seed in, gets it covered really well, but it has a little bit more flexibility really on this uneven ground. There's a bit of a rig and furrow in here in some places as well. Now we will have to be a little bit careful when we come to drill this or harvest this, really, depending upon how long we let the crop grow. We may be either combining first and then baling up, or if we get to it a little bit earlier, that'll be like a haylage, so we'll just come straight in and mow it down and bale it and wrap it. So that's where there's a lot of different options for us to look into, and we'll have to have a look at that one. But hey, that looks like it's come through all right, I think. And what we may well do as well, we'll let this grow throughout the course of the autumn. If we can, there's a slight chance that we might even look at getting someone to graze it if there's enough growth on it. Get a local farm with some sheep on there just to graze it down. We'll get some organic manure on here, so we don't have to worry about putting any fertilizer on to begin with. That would be ideal. So we might look at doing that one, but we'll see how we get on with that. It's got to really grow an awful lot for me, so before we even contemplate it. So we'll have to wait and see. But that certainly is a valid option there for sure. As far as the masses going though, I'm really loving it. I'm delighted with how it's performing here, actually. Really chuffed to bits. It's been an absolute workhorse for us. Really is kind of meeting all of our demands. Plenty of power in it. It's mainly been on the drill. Would love to get it onto the plow soon. The case has been doing a little bit of that here and there. But yeah, it's pleased that to begin with. I knew that I needed some more power. I was a little skeptical about it, but yeah, it's I couldn't ask for more. And I think if we just get out here and have a quick look, we'll just knock the P2 off there quickly. That looks like it's coming through all right to me, actually. Looks like it's leveling things off nicely. And yeah, I think it'll be with just a little bit of a with a little bit of a roll in. I think that'll be okay. Shouldn't be too bad at all. Lift up the drill again. Okie dokie, and around we go. So yeah, do let me know. I know it's been a little bit of time since we were last here. I have been just a bit busy with a few things there, so I couldn't get anything to Simulation for the Nation, so I do apologize for that one. Let me know how everything is going though. Let me know what you think of the idea for the new yard as well. That could be a great option for us. Something that I'm really looking forward to see how it develops, and I would love to get your thoughts on it. And yeah, we'll see that one kind of come to life and fruition shortly. So I hope, as I sit here now drilling, we are in the late August, so I hope we can, it won't be ready before the new year, but sure, we can certainly kind of push through and get that done sooner rather than later. So that'd be pretty cool. And then we need to figure out what we're going to do for pigs and which breed and how many, and what that's going to look like for someone who hasn't really had anything to do with pigs before. It certainly wasn't anything that was on Six Ashes farm before that, so it does bring with it a few separate little challenges there. Okay, and around we come. Looks like I may have left my computer on there, unfortunately, with the settings, the tramline settings in, so I have to just dial that down. But hey, we can make that work. And we're going to get smashing through this one and get it done as quickly as possible here. So this was just going to be an opportunity for me to give you a bit of an overview really as to what we're doing here. There's a lot changing again. I feel like it's going to be some big changes and some good changes, hopefully. So I do hope you feel the same. Let me know down below in the comments what you think. Let me know if you have any ideas on the best breeds of pigs we should go for, what that might look like. Because then, yeah, the enterprise is building and it's expanding, and I can't wait to see how that looks. So until next time, we're going to leave it here. Thank you very much for watching. I have been Alex. This has been another little episode here on Saving Grandad's Farm. Until next time, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who kindly agrees to host everything. And we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.